Welcome back to Backpack Battles, the Road to GM. This series where we random our way all the way to the top rank in the game. Right now we random Berserker, and as you can see we are gold 95. Let's hop in and see how it goes. Great starter loadout here. Amulet of Darkness, fanny pack. We did get the duffel bag, which personally am a fan of the utility pouch, but beggars can't be choosers. We pick up an on sale herbs, we pick up an on sale shell, and we got a nice little reroll going here. We are searching for a weapon and we hit big with a reroll. We have to choose here. We could go a hero sword opener, or we got a nice axe. I like playing both, but we went with the axe this time. And of course, we're not going to leave that shop without buying this pig. Quick rearrange, put the Amulet of Darkness on the axe to proc, and we send into the first battle phase. And we get paired up against the Reaper Los Alamos. They're hucking a spear at our face, but we just don't care. Round 1 axe carries us to a win. Now we gotta check out what Shop 2 has in store for us. We hit a flame badge in Shop 2. It gives us 6 heat out the gate and access to the pyromancer items. Some more space, a second stone, and an onion, and we're off to our next fight. And we're fighting the alchemist in the second year of junior high school. Quite the mouthful, but their torch build is no match. Our early axe pairs really nicely with the heat, and we're just dealing a lot of damage. Here in Shop 3, we get our first skill. Choice between blood manipulation, fortune's kiss, knife to meet you. I'm looking at the axe. Fortune's kiss doesn't really benefit it at all. We don't really have any knives, and I don't really want to go knife build. So we risk it all and go mystery box. And boy, do we miss. We land on no rush please, which makes both players take 35% less damage for 10 seconds and inflicts 3 cold, which doesn't really synergize at all with our build. Anyway, we send it to the next battle and get matched up against Serenity. You can see the 35% damage reduction for both of us taking effect. Just slowing everything down, which doesn't really benefit us at all. We're not stacking debuffs. The axe is scaling a little bit, so that's good for us at least, but the extra time doesn't really give us any juice. Despite getting griefed by our worthless skill, we're still able to pull out a victory. 3 wins in a row, undefeated so far. We'll ignore that Serenity didn't have a weapon. That may have helped us a little bit. Eyeing this sweet stam pack. Usually a bad value for gold, but we're angling for big axe, so we'll probably need it. Reroll a few times, hit a fanny pack, re-optimize the board a little bit, and we're ready to send into the next battle phase. And we're greeted in the battle phase by Caramel Taste 77. They got a boomerang pan build. Both of us are running no rush, which is kind of ironic. However, a key difference is our axe is scaling, while their build is not. They're just stealing some of our buffs, which we don't really care about. However, it does make for a long battle, and we get into the fatigue phase. You can see our axe is just chunking now, though. And that victory brings us to 4 wins, 0 losses. Let's see what Shop 5 has in store for us. Throw the flame in the air for good luck, and now we're eyeing this chili pepper. We also have a nice little food chain going already. We got an onion, 2 bananas. So if we toss a chili in there to generate some heat and cleanse some debuffs, and it's gone forever. Do grab a on sale sack for a little extra space. We think about the crystal and the cap. Decide to roll though. Free herbies, we love some free healing herbs. 2 gold, some heat, might as well. 1 more roll, we see the chili again, a nice fanny pack, eyeing that flute. And in the end, we make the right choice. We liquidate the garlic and a rock and put the chili on our board. And we're pitted against Brain Rata with the double broom Goobert build. They're going spicy banana. I've tried it a few times, but I've never been able to make it work. When you as a Berserker have more heat than the Pyromancer, you love to see it. And yeah, axe comes in clutch yet again. Just chunking. Honestly, still pretty close, but we go into battle rage. And we narrowly pull it out. Very strong early game, and we enter Shop 6 undefeated. We hit the sack of stones. I'm not sure picking it up Here's the right play. We sold one of our rocks last shop and we're just not hurting for damage. But we pick it up regardless. A quick look over the shop and we send a reroll. And we land into a pretty crazy roll here. A Hungering Blade on sale, Oil Lamp on sale, Healing Pot on sale. We snag the Hungering Blade to turn our regen into Vamp to give us that sweet, sweet sustain. Eyeing the Oil Lamp as well, but we don't have enough gold, so sell a flame, buy the Oil Lamp. And we'll rearrange, throw the Oil Lamp onto the axe. That's going to give us just a little bit more scaling. Rearrange that Poison Badge and put our stone on the sack. Get that piggy on, we're a little greedy. And we love the on sale healing potion, so we reserve it and send it to the battle phase. And we get pitted up against another Berserker. Their name is Ukrainian and stands for boar. Looks like they're playing the Adventurer badge. So they've got a dagger ring along with Fortuna's Kiss. No match for the axe though, just handling that. And we raise our number of wins to 6, still undefeated. And what do we see greeting us in Shop 7 but an on sale fanny pack, along with the healing potion we reserved, and a nice little goobert. We're thinking about chili goobert here. We're thinking about chili goobert. Looking in the recipes, we're playing adventurer right now, so it doesn't show as a recipe. See, we open the recipes, we don't see chili goobert there, so we have to go into items. And luckily it's right there in items. I was gonna type chili, but I noticed it right there in the bottom. So you can see every 6 item activations, it's going to heal us for 12 and give us 2 heat, which is good. We're playing Pyro Zerker. We're going to want the heat. Sped this up a little bit here. We're thinking of how to combine everything, how to get it all on the board. And with a good idea, we pull the trigger, pick up the chili goobert, and start rearranging. Don't forget the fanny pack, move it up. A little bit of a misplay, I put the chili in the center. Nothing game breaking. And we see a nice little on sale, throw all the stuff in the air for good luck, and we're off to the next battle. And what do we see here but Anchan playing the exact build we want to go. They've got the chili goobert and they have a double axe. Honestly was pretty worried here. We're both running into stam issues, but we clutched it out on Berserker Rage. And we're greeted into Shop 8 with the opportunity to choose a subclass. Our Shelly completed. We're looking at Turbo Shelly as well. For those unfamiliar with our snail friend, it gives 25% to cleanse, an additional debuff, so it buffs all our cleanses. And every 12 seconds, it is cleansing and healing. And the Turbo Shelly juices that even further, gains heat in addition to the cleanses, and also triggers a little faster. In addition to doubling the bonus from the stars underneath it, the potions underneath it. So we're cruising with that recipe all in order, set to craft next round. We go back to our subclass, and we've got Big Axe in mind. Really, the choice here is between the Blacksmith, which is going to reduce the stam cost of it, because it's a high stam item, or Shaman. And we played Shaman last time, so we kind of got that juiced in our mind. I was liking the runes, so we pull the trigger on Shaman. And then a quick cleanup of the board, arrange our Shaman mask. Again, we make the same mistake where the Shaman mask is in the middle here. Should be slightly down. Another little misplay there, but nothing too critical. And we go into the battle phase. Up against PPP, who is going Excalibur, Shelly, investment build. Mana Orb, so they're kind of popping off. And we start to see the problems with our build. We've got a lot of heat, but we're running into huge stam issues here. So we're just not dishing out the damage that we need to chunk them down. And we take our first loss of the game. We take a look back over their boards, a quick analysis to why we lost. They were healing a ton, so they got the Excalibur, their food is popping off, and they have that little healing badge, which is big, along with that Vineweave sack, so they're just healing a ton. And we just don't have the stam to burst them, the stam or the scaling. And we cruise into shop 9, Turbo Shelly complete. We rearrange things a little bit, eyeing that cheese to go with our bananas, get them in the fanny pack so they're happy. Nice little stamp pack and send to the battle phase. Pitted it against the Reaper Lunny. They've got a double broom, double dagger, poison, debuff build. Let's see how we do against it. We got our Turbo Shelly. It's going to be cleansing away, generating a ton of heat. Vamp is going up too, using our regen, converting to Vamp, and they just can't hold up. We're able to clutch it out. And we're greeted into shop 10 with the opportunity to choose a subclass. Our Ruby Whelp just popped, so we're gaining 4 heat and reflecting some debuffs along with a little bit of damage. We love to see that. Throw a Sapphire into the axe just because it has nowhere else to go. And we're looking at all these skills here. Our choices between False Life, Stoned, or Echoing Battle Cry. And of course we always have the Mystery Box. Love the Mystery Box and we go for it. This time it pays off. Unlike our first Mystery Box, we get Dragon Set, which gives us heat every second during Battle Rage. And also, if we got dragon items, we get a little bit of lifesteal. So we don't have the Forge Hammer, so we don't have the ability to make any dragon items quite yet. But we can get there. So we pick up the gloves in anticipation of getting that Forge Hammer to turn them into Dragon Claws and give us a little lifesteal. We're thinking of where to put everything on the board, take the Flame Badge off and send a quick little re-roll. And we're actually confronted with a pretty big choice here. We have the choice to either combine our Hungering Blade and the Whip, or combine our axes to get the double axe. So we compare the two, do some quick soul searching, and in the end we decide to go for the double axe. So we pick it up, throw it on the board, take off our Hungering Blade so we don't run into super stam issues, and we send it to the battle phase. And combining this late is always a little dicey here with double axes on the board. You just don't know which one's going to use all the stam, so it's definitely a tricky fight for the Zerker when you're combining this axe. And they're printing heat much faster than us. We go into Zerker Rage, but it's not too little too late, and we take our second loss of the game. Double axe is complete, so we do some little rearranging to figure out how to fit it on the board. We get the lamp and the axe on the Goobert, so that's going to be popping off. Some re-rolls, we're eyeing the shield. We're looking at Sun Shield, possible angles. We hit on a big rune. We get the Hawk rune, which gives us crit and a bonus to crit damage. So we throw that in the axe to juice it up. Throw in a Draconic Orb and make some Vamp Gloves. Quick rearrange and we send into the battle phase. And we meet up against Nekorozi, Berserker, also going double axe. We're doing the build a little bit better though, and are able to edge him out. You can see though we're running into some stam problems, gonna have to take care of that. Obsidian Dragon complete. We pick up a Gin Lamp. It's not gonna proc because we're not getting a ton of armor, and we kind of want all the rest of the items in the shop as well, so we reserve them all and send into the battle phase. And we're up against Misteg. They're going a Waterbender Katana build, which we clean up pretty handily. Our newly crafted double axe with the rune puts in work, and we've cleared. And now that we're at 10 wins, we have a choice. We can take our plus 20 MMR, or we can risk it all and go into survival mode. And we're risking it. We buy all these potions to synergize with our Shelly, and then rearrange. And we send into the first battle of our survival. Paired up against Thanage, they only have an unlit torch, and it looks like it's some kind of... unlit torch, vamp, shaman build. And our axe just blows it out of the water. And we're greeted into shop 14. We still have the reserved helmet that we want. We're looking at Cap of Discomfort. Could be really strong for our build. And we're rolling, pick up a few more runes for the axe, always good. Nice little fanny pack there. And optimize the last few things here. Throw our stuff in the air for good luck, and we send it to the battle phase. Adventurer Fair X90 greets us. They've got a buff steel staff build. They've got the Jinx staff. It's speeding everything up, stealing all the buffs we're generating. Our axe is popping off. We enter Berserker Rage. Big 110 crits, but we run into some stam issues right there at the end, and they're able to pull out a victory over us. Quick look over their board to see what went wrong. We go into the damage graphs. For those of you who haven't played this game, you can kind of analyze and go into those graphs. Really helpful for figuring out what went wrong and what you could do better. We pick up a lucky cat. It's going to make our godly items trigger a little bit faster. And we send it to the next battle phase. We're up against Rin. Rin is a pyromancer. They've got a lot of daggers, molten daggers on the board, sun shield, sun armor, and they just generated a ton of heat. Pretty close. One more hit, I think we would have got them. But again, the stam issues are a constant issue here. And we head into shop 16. We're greeted by an on sale heart, which is good. Nice little mana orb, which we pick up. Finally, our Dragon Claw's completed, so we got that going for us, a little lifesteal. We'll see if this is able to clutch it out in the next battle phase. We're pitted up against the Great Marshal. Their mana potions popped off at the start, so they got a ton of mana. Their heart's going off. Our axe is chunking, and ooh, very close, very close. But they were able to pull it out over us, and we're into the last try here. We've got a crown we could put in. I still think we're running into stam issues. We've got 2 stam potions to try to deal with it. We'll see if it pays off. Some boots, we can make those into dragon boots, which is going to give us a little more lifesteal and sustain. And we send. And we're paired up against Oh-Ho, the ranger. 2 shields, which is going to be challenging for our axe build, just draining our stam. They've got a ton of armor. We're chunking, building up. Enter battle rage here, but too little too late, not enough, and that's the run. We still get 15 rank points, so that's enough to bring us into Platinum 10, well on the road to GM. Anyway, thanks for watching, and until next time, friends.